Hello and welcome to this month's Maggie Moment. Do you have a teen who's kind of finding it really hard to get motivated and stretch their wings and get out of their comfort zone? Yeah, you're not alone. So you do know what happens in adolescence, that there's so much change that they often feel really confused and stressed. Well, what happens for some also, particularly in the early stages, so that's up to 15, is that a lot of these changes make them feel anxious, and therefore when you're feeling anxious you don't have much courage. You need courage to stretch your boundaries. You need courage to have a go at something that you might fail. You need courage to stand up in front of that classroom and do your oral presentation when you're talking like this. So sometimes they just back off because they really haven't got the energy to be brave. So what can you do if you've got children like this, if you've got teens like this? Remember, they're still children. Is we need to know this is kind of normal. We need to know that that early stage of adolescence is the bumpiest kind of bit about, having a capacity to plan for the future and be confident and, delay gratification. All of these things are gradually growing in your teenager's prefrontal cortex. So with great love, the most important thing is not to shame them or make them feel worse, that developmentally, they're actually probably doing things that make a lot of sense. However, around 15 to 16, that's when we need to start looking at, hang on a minute, what can I do to help my teens stretch themselves right now? Because I know they're now going to merge into the next stage of adolescence where they have to make some decisions about their life or what they want to do. So getting them making small steps towards stretching is a really key part of this. And sometimes it's easier if they do that with other family members. So maybe you could send them off to an auntie or an uncle for a weekend or a holiday where accidentally they can start doing stuff without noticing they're doing it, because home is a bit like a comfort pillow and we can get stuck in ruts in our homes. So letting them stretch and grow a little bit, maybe encourage them to take up a new hobby with a friend. Remember, they're much better doing things with friends than by themselves. But also recognise that if you push too hard, you'll get pushed back and you may delay everything. And your sensitive teens are possibly more likely to stay comfortable in a comfort zone. So you do need to remember there's one good thing about having a teen that's like this, that they're not out there doing the worst stupid, crazy, risky things that so many of the others are doing. So it's kind of a plus, really. I hope that's given you some ideas about, how do I help my teen who's really not got much courage in their tank at the moment. Hopefully you've got something from this. And that's all from me today.